skateboarding is more of a family than my family.
I wanted to make something that I think would help my younger self survive. Thematically, I wanted to have more stories about abuse in the household, toxic ways of dealing with that. How did you get disciplined?
I mean, well, they call it child abuse now.
Bing Liu's new documentary, Minding the Gap, is an emotional portrait of three skateboarding friends, himself included. Filmed over 12 years, the coming-of-age documentary takes place in recession-hit Rockford, Illinois, where he and his two friends, Zach and Keir, skateboarded their way out of violent households.
I could seriously be on the verge of having a mental breakdown, but as long as I'm able to go skate, I'm completely fine.
And while Liu's beautifully filmed skateboarding scenes set the film's tone, his extraordinarily candid documentary explores themes way beyond skateboarding.
For me, the real message of the film was always, what does it mean for skateboarding to have a point of diminishing returns? Can it help you become a father? Can it help you get a GED? No. It's great for catharsis, but, I think it has a point where it just can't solve. It's not a panacea.
How was that relationship between you as the filmmaker and them as the subjects? Because they're showing you so much of their vulnerabilities.
You have to think about power dynamics. Documentary is different from journalism in that you're spending sometimes years with people and you're asking a lot from them. And if it's somebody who's, doesn't have a lot of power, you have an obligation to include them in whatever way possible. I told them all early on that we were going to show them the film before it was ever released to a wide audience.
I'm wondering if, in a way, documentary filmmaking for you is a healing process.
I think real healing comes from being uncomfortable. I don't think I felt as uncomfortable as, some of the people who gave a lot of themselves in the film felt. Partly that was because no one was pressing on me. I was sort of pressing on other people to try to make sense of their lives.
Or did you feel that because Keir and Zach revealed so much of themselves that it would be unfair for you not to reveal the same kind of stuff?
I remember hearing screaming coming from your room, and it was really, really unnerving.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I need to just move on.
I wish you could. I wish that I can do over.
I also needed to put skin in the game of my own. And, what makes a character work, I think, in a story is vulnerability. And it's sort of impossible to look in a mirror and be vulnerable. So I had to find a way. And that was part of why the conceit of the cameras and having cameras film me. I had to find a way to, I guess, not have control over something.
Minding the Gap won the Jury Award for Breakthrough Filmmaking at Sundance earlier this year. The critically acclaimed documentary is currently available on Hulu and at select theaters.